Well, I'm working on this old fish pan, this fish fryer here I was give to. My nephew gave me this fish pan. It's definitely been in some heat. You can tell that. It's kind of rusted up, but all the finish is burned off of it. So we're going to kind of clean this up. And I've kind of cleaned a little bit of it, and I already put a little Crisco on the end of it, or bacon grease or whatever. And so we're going to continue to work on this thing, wash and clean it up and get it in good shape. You can tell it's had some issues, and it looks like it's been on a fire pit right on the firewood itself, the way it looks in a lot of ways to me. But anyway, it doesn't matter to me. I appreciate it being given to me, and we're going to take and clean it up. Like I said, the finish is seasoning is gone, and everything's rusted up. We're going to kind of take a steel wire brush, not steel wool, but a wire brush, kind of lightly clean some of that rust off, and take a little soap and water. And I did say soap because contrary to popular belief, you can use soap on cast iron. The reason why a lot of people say you can't use soap is because years ago, when cast iron come out and was real popular, people back in those days made what was called lye soap, and lye would eat the finish off of it. But now with all this mild detergent, you can take and use soap and water on cast iron. And I just wouldn't leave it soaking, but you can take and rinse it off, wash it off, and dry it off, and apply you a small coat of seasoning or oil to it, and you're good. But anyway, I just want to blow that myth out of the water. You can use soap and water on your cast iron, folks. I've been doing it all my life, and but that's where that come from, was from the lye soap. So anyway, we just wanted to show you this new fish pan, fish fryer we got, and we're going to work on it and get her cleaned up, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, well, we got her kind of steel wire brushed up a little bit, got some of that rough chip marks and everything off of it. See if I can flip this over one-handed. Let you see this thing. But anyway, we just kind of lightly wire brushed all that old rust off of there. We're gonna get ready and take some soap and water and kind of wash it up, clean it up a little bit, and then we're gonna add a little, some Crisco I used to do some chicken frying the other day, and so then we're going to do that, and then I've got my gas grill heating up out here, and we're going to get it up to about 350, 400 degrees, and we're going to season this fish pan one coat and see what it looks like. So we'll be back here in just a minute. Okay, Dawn Platinum dishwashing liquid. We're going to get a little bit of that in there and kind of wash it up. Dawn is some good stuff. And like I said, for all these naysayers and these professionals that know everything about cleaning cast iron, I'm going to leave you a link here. What Lodge actually says about using dishwashing soap. So anyway, they're the manufacturer. I kind of believe what the manufacturer tells me to do. So we're going to get this, kind of doing this one-handed. I don't have my camera lady with me today, but you can see that's starting to clean up, get all that old rust off. We're gonna get that rust off of here, clean it up real good, get all that loose stuff out that I just took and scraped off with my steel wire brush, not aluminum foil or aluminum or wire Brillo pad, but a wire brush. And so we're going to go ahead and get this cleaned up a little better here, and we'll dry it out, and we'll put some good old Crisco, good old bacon fat in there in just a minute. We'll be back with you shortly. All right, well, we got that thing soaped down, rinsed down, cleaned out best we could. It's not completely all the rust gone, but we're going to go ahead and set it in our gas grill. We're going to set it upside down, and I've got this gas grill heated up, and it's going to be somewhere between 350 and 500 degrees. I'm just going to dry this fish pan, this frying pan out for just a minute. Just get the rest of that moisture. You can still see a little moisture in that. I'm just going to dry the moisture out a little bit, and then I'm going to pull this pan out, and we're going to start applying some seasoning to this, some Crisco and bacon grease, and we'll be back here just shortly. Alright, the grill's running a little over 300, between 300 and 350. We just put this in here for a couple minutes. And as you can see, all that moisture's gone. I'm gonna try to pull this out. Folks, when you handle this kind of stuff, if you don't have the metal handles to pick these up, you certainly need some good welding gloves or something like that, because this stuff is heavy. And I'm gonna get it out and get it over here on my diamond wire that I use on my fire pit. We got it out and got it all oiled up and greased up because the weather's starting to cool off. Fall's coming, and we're going to be doing some cooking out here on this fire pit. So anyway, give me just a minute. I'll get set up and I'll show you about seasoning this this frying pan, fish pan. Okay, well, we've got our frying pan out here and it's cooled down a little bit. I've got my other pan out here that had the Crisco in it that we fried some chicken in the other day, and if you hadn't seen that video, I'll leave a link to that where you can check that out up in the card. We're just going to apply a little coat of Crisco to this warm frying pan and get that all the way around it, all the sides, everything coated lightly. Now, you don't want to put too much, you just want to lightly coat this thing. And then we're going to put it back in the gas grill here in a minute. We're going to flip it upside down and cook it for, probably close to an hour. Let that bake that seasoning in there. And we're going to get this pan up in good shape where we can start to use this thing. So anyway, we'll get the rest of it coated up with some grease, and we're going to put it right back over there in the gas grill. Like I said, I'll probably cook it off at around 350, between 350 and 500 degrees. I try to be below that. I like to be 350, 400, and for about 1 hour. So we'll do that, and we'll be back here in a minute and show you what it looks like first time out of the gas grill. Okay, well, it's been on here for 1 hour. Let's open it up and take a look at it. Oh yeah, it ain't too bad. It's burning right along there real good, so we're gonna get her out and let her cool down and wipe it down with another coat of grease, and we'll season it one more time. Okay, there it is after the first little bit of seasoning. It ain't too bad. There's still some chip places there where this thing was kind of abused, but anyway, we've got one coat of seasoning on that. Boy, it's starting to look pretty already. So we're gonna do it another time and see what it looks like. Well, this is the second time it's come out of the gas grill. And so we got 2 coats of seasoning on it, and I'm gonna get ready and put a third coat on there and get her back in the grill for another hour, and we'll as soon as that's done, we'll show you what that looks like. All right, well, we got this thing out for the third and final time. We put that in the gas grill 3 times. First of all, we took a wire brush and just wire brushed all the rust on it. And then we took and washed it with some Dawn dishwashing liquid and water, and then dried it out real quick. It's still got some chip marks in there and some pitted places there where this thing has been abused, and there's not much I can do about that right now anyway. But anyway, that's 3 times in the gas grill with some seasoning on it, baked on Crisco and bacon grease actually. And we did this little small skillet that we had also. So anyway, you can expect to see us starting to cook in this thing sometime soon. So we just wanted to share that with you. That's how you clean the rust off and re-season a fish fryer.